Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shahrukh Forensic. Today we are going to learn concept of storage using Hex Editor tool, which is an open source tool. Moving on to the next, we would be discussing the behavior of the storage while storing, deleting and altering the data of a file, as well as I'll be explaining you the concept of the slack space, overwritten space, white space, unallocated space and recovery of the data after deletion of a file. Moving on to the next, it would be requiring a pen drive to perform this practical. Here I am going to use 32 GB pen drive. Now just going to connect the pen drive with the system. As we can see, it's got detected as a F drive. Now go into the F drive and create a text file. Why text file? Because text file is a raw format and we can easily find the file content over a hard disk. Okay, so here I'm just giving a name called digital forensics. Okay, now open a file and enter a text of your choice. I'm just entering digital forensic. To increase the content, just do copy and paste. Okay, multiple time. So our content will be increased. Now this much content is well enough to perform the practical. Now press Ctrl S. Now close the file. Now open the Hex Editor tool. HXD. Go to the tool, open disk and open R drive, which is F drive. Press OK. Now here press Ctrl F. In a search box, give exact thing whatever we have entered in a file. Digital forensic multiple time. Remember not to click on search all, as it would initialize searching to find a content from whole the disk. Okay, but our goal is to stop the search very first time whenever system will encounter the exact match of this particular text, instead of click OK to see our content. Here our content is, or here our file is stored. So this is the first sector of our file, which is 32896. Okay, now here it has been observed that the file has been started from the initial position of a sector or zeroth position of a sector. So whenever we are going to store any file, it should be stored from the initial position of any sector. Okay, so it should not start from in between of the sector, like it cannot start from here or it cannot start from here. It should be start from a initial position of a sector or zeroth position of a sector. Now go down to see our last portion of a file. So here we can see our file has been finished. So this is the ended position of our file. So here the last position of our file. This is the sector number 32900. So what about this empty space in the last sector of our file? So this is called the slack space, and this space cannot be occupied by the another file. If you are going to store another file, so that file cannot be occupied this particular space. This is called slack space. Now go back to the file again and open it. And here I am just deleting some portion of our file and adding to at the last position of the content to identify that our file is finished over here. Okay, now press Ctrl S and close it. and go back to the hex editor again and close it because it won't be refresh automatically. So again you have to open it. So go to the tool, open disk, and finally F drive. Now here press Ctrl F again to search our content, and the content is the same. Which one? That is digital forensic, digital forensic, digital forensic, and the same we have discussed. Press OK. Here you can see the initial sector of our file is the same, which is a 32,896. Now scroll down to see the last position of our file. Here we can see the ending position of our file where we kept 2. So the 2 is here. So our file is being finished over here, and this is the slack space which is available in this particular sector 32,899. But after that also one sector is where our data is still available. This data is a deleted data, and we can easily retrieve it using manual technique or using carving technique or using any software. So this is recoverable, and this particular space is called unallocated space. So now again I am going to open our file. Now I am adding the content over here. Okay, because there are some space is available as a slack space, so I want to overwrite this particular space. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just adding the content over 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, again 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So let's see how much it got filled. So just press Ctrl S, again go to the X editor, just close it because it won't be refresh automatic. So go to the tool, open disk, and finally open F drive. Again press Ctrl F and see our content. Now go to the last portion of our file. Here we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 we have entered, and here we can see our file is finished over here. Still some slack space is available, so let's do fill it. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 digit we need to enter in our file, then only the slack space will overwrite. Okay, so again 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 means 10, 1 2 and 3. Okay, there might be slack space is completely filled. So let's see. Again go to the tool, again tool, open disk and F drive. Now again press Ctrl F to find content, press OK to initialize search and go down. Here we can see almost all the content has been fulfilled or occupied this particular sector. Okay, almost all the space has been occupied to this particular sector. Now here you can see the deleted data is still available. Okay, now go again in a file. Here I am just adding 4. So what will happen? Is it fulfill or is it right in a next to this particular sector, or it will be right into the here in the next to next sector, or it will write to the this particular sector? So where it will write, and if it will write, then it will write till here only, or what will happen? Let's see. Okay, so 4 and just press Ctrl S, and again go to the tool, same thing, just close it, go to the tool, open disk, Now same control F to find the content and go down to see what exactly happened. So here what we did, only 4 we have entered, and this particular sector got override. Okay, so whatever contents were there got override, so that content cannot be retrieved. Okay, it is not possible to retrieve. Or whenever we will store any file, it will store sequentially, sector by sector. It won't be stored like some portion of our file will store in 100 number of sector and some portion of our file is stored in a 200 number of sector. It won't be like that. It should be stored sequentially. Okay, sector by sector. Even single digit or single character or single byte will be stored on the deleted sector, then whole sector will be reflect and whole sector got overwrite. Okay, it won't be like if you are storing single byte, then it is occupying only single portion, single byte of data, and rest of that will be there. It won't be like that. Whole data will be reflected and whole data will be wiped. So after that, the overwritten data or overwritten sector cannot be recoverable, or it is not possible to recover. So this is the demo which I want to show you.
Please subscribe and click the bell icon.